Alright, so good evening at this point. I tried this video a few times, filming, like honestly the original shit said good morning, but it's been a minute since I've been trying to do this shit, and different things happen, and I had different storylines, different viewpoints heading into today in this video in general. Let me just say right now, I'm doing a little something different. I'm gonna be eating this little meal I got from Wendy's. It's just a Baconator, it's something light, just like nothing you ain't never seen before. Smoke a little bit of weed, talk shit. It's that mukbang business. My first video is honestly a video of me telling y'all I'm trying to quit weed and shit. And that line of thinking, it was inspired by a few different things. It's like, I think I also mentioned that what my aspiration is just to make music, but it's bigger than that. At the same time, I would like to be like at least a motherfucker who's cautious of the fact that, like, I know I'm shit, I'm zero, I'm nothing. But my vision for the future was like, dog, do I really want to be that dude that's smoking weed and shit? Do I want to be that? Do I want to be more of a role model? And I think honestly, the only way I could actually be a role model is to be honest and live honestly and just show y'all niggas how flawed I am and show you motherfuckers what I'm having to go through and what I'm going to be going through, because this is just the beginning. And I think just to live that way and show motherfuckers my mistakes and how I'm fucking up and how I'm trying to fuck up and where my mind could be one day versus the other, I think that's just the best thing to be, is an honest example rather than a propped up thing that's Mr. Goody Two-Shoe, Mr. Superman, like there's a false narrative, man. I just got to give you the real and give you how I feel. Today I'm smoking on some bullshit because I'm poor. You know, it's, nigga, you can't even see the shits. But it's just trash weed. I ain't gonna front, nigga. I ain't big baller. This ain't cookies. Eating Wendy's, drinking this peach tea. And we're just gonna talk more about how this day is and how we found ourselves here and moving forward, what's gonna be happening next and to come and shit like that. Cause whether I get 1,000 views, 0 views, 2 views, 6 views, I have Boruto content that gets like 30 views or maybe 60 in like 2 months. I don't give a fuck. I like doing this shit. It's not about fucking being famous. It's just about enjoying my time at this point, which is something I've been afraid to do. Girl, let me just hit this shit so I can, cheers, nigga. I ain't got to show my face. I think that's how you get away with it on YouTube, at least, because I know shit's different as opposed to when I was watching motherfuckers do this shit. Fucking Crunch 420 and all these niggas. I'm gonna hit this shit again, hold on. You know what it is. What's good, Pop? But as far as today and how today went, hotboxy and shit, I originally woke up this morning like, fuck. Because where I left you guys last time, speaking on a previously recorded video that's unreleased, I was talking to y'all about this situation I was going through at my other job, being bullshitted out some money. Fear tactics used upon me. I'll get deeper into that shit. All y'all gotta know right now is I'm going through this emailing back and forth situation with the owner of that company. And I gotta keep it pushing, bro. It's COVID shit. I gotta keep this money coming in. So I applied to this Wendy's. Actually, I just drove to the city out of town from me. Drove there to just check out the job market in general. What's open? What's fucking available to work at? Pulled up to a Home Depot. The dude, he was kind of like a dick about it. He was more so like, I was just asking, homie, the dude that was like walking me around, he was cool as shit. He was actually telling me he was on his way out and it could be possible that I'd be taking his job and shit. He contacted the manager, walked me to the back room and everything, was telling me, contacted him, because all I wanted to do was get like information on the hiring process in general. Because I know everything's online now, but me, whenever I'm in a job hunt, I like to go there in person. I like to clean myself up. I don't necessarily dress up and all that. I might dress a little bit more out of whack or a little bit more noticeable, I guess. But not necessarily I'm here for business. I'm here to be, like how they teach you in school. I like to stand out. I don't like to fit in. So I'm there and shit. He contacts them. And the dude, I could hear him talking over the phone, the little communication system they have. He's like, Oh, look at the police behind me and shit. His thing was, oh, I'm gonna have to move the whip. You niggas is nosy and I got weed on me and shit. It's not legal to smoke weed in the car. It's legal to have it in the state and have it recreationally and all that. But to have the shit in the whip and smoking and shit is not. And I stink. So let me move. I'ma still keep it pushing though. I'ma talk. Just the tone. He was just like, "Bruh, tell that." He didn't say this exactly, but he was basically like, "Bruh, tell that nigga to go home and fucking do this shit over the computer. That's our process." He was just on some bullshit. Whereas when I went to the Wendy's just around the corner, I played some hoop, I think, a little bit before. No, I went to the Wendy's, then played hoop after. Went to the Wendy's, it was just like they were welcoming. It was just like, "Hey, how you doing? Yes, we're hiring." Let me inside of the building and shit. Sat down, had a conversation. She pretty much gave me the spot on the job. I mean, the job on the spot. And, which was cool. It was a little bit unexpected. I felt a little bit rushed by it, I guess. But it was more like, I was all right with how the shit was popping off, how it was going down and whatnot. It felt comfortable that, like, I don't know, I feel I could go in there and just make it happen. It's kind of a test to myself too. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna be working at a fast food place, but can I make it a cool spot for me? Can I, bring my own little energy to it and just make it something fun, or, have a brighter outlook on it? But then I woke up, I started calming down and shit later on the day. Like I said, I woke up like, what the fuck, really? Because I woke up and I'm like, shit, dog, fast food, is that the move? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, fuck this shit. And I still wanted to keep somewhat of a good connection with those people, because my plan was this morning, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna drive there, be there on time and all that, and tell them, look, man, I don't know, I got a different opportunity. I was gonna lie to them and say, I got another job, so I'm thankful that you would, invited me and had this whole process with me. I don't want to waste any more of your time, but I have another job. And the whole reason why I didn't get hired on the spot, I think I went over this, was because I didn't have my social security card. But then when I walked in, I don't know, it was just like weird. It was just kind of like, oh, this place isn't so bad. Why am I? It was more so like, I guess it was my fear motivating me to talk myself out of this shit. Because when I walked in, I'm like, oh, this ain't bad at all. It's all right. Fuck it. She was cool as shit, dressed herself up and shit. She was ready for the interview. And I'm like, cool, well, fuck it. Let's do this shit. And shit, here we are. So now I'm thinking about my other side of my plan. I got to buy a fucking van. Because the whole reason to get a job like that is to just have more free time to create, more free time to do videos, more free time to make music, more free time to do what the shit I like to do. The shit I've been concentrated on studying for so fucking long. And yeah, it's just time to get that shit in. And hopefully by this week I'm gonna have a van. Hopefully. I gotta stop thinking about shit and start doing the shit. I think that's where I'm fucking up, and that's where I've been fucking up for the past few years. And I don't want to seem impulsive in my moves, but it's just at this point it has to go down. And I know we're living in these crazy times, this COVID era. I'm not afraid of that shit. I'm not talking about the sickness being some conspiracy. It's like, I know it exists, I know it's real, but I can't let that shit stop me. I gotta keep pushing. I got shit to do. I got shit that I want to do with my own life. I'm tired of fucking going to jobs and just getting ripped off and having to fucking act a certain way and all that shit. And I'm not a fucking lunatic. I'm not a crazy motherfucker. It's just, I know what I don't want to do, and I know what I want to do. And I'm firm on that belief that I should just do what the fuck I want to be doing with my life. Let me hit the fucking weed again. Because this is a mukbang/smoke session, right? Mukbang. I don't even know how to say that bullshit. That's weird shit. Motherfuckers like to watch niggas eat. I ain't judging. I like to watch weird shit, on certain websites. And I guess we could stop talking about real life shit, start talking about freaky shit that we do behind closed doors. I think the weirdest porn, let me read the text message to my homie I sent, because sometimes I find some crazy shit, and I sent the message. I watched it one time. I watched a little bit of the porno. I ain't gonna front. But it was just so funny. Like, the shit they titled this, I was like, dog, I gotta send this to somebody. And my nigga Ben, shout out. Where we at? All right, so this is the title of the porno video. Dyke giving up her booty for 4 minutes to join gang. I'm not gonna show you the picture, but you probably can't even say that word on this fucking channel or on this website anymore. You motherfucking robot. AI heard me say the D word. And fuck it, nigga. We still here kicking it. Smoking dope. Paranoid, not really, because it's some cheap ass weed. You know, I use a delivery service, and I started buying ounces because it's like, well, I might as well buy it like in bulk as opposed to dropping that fucking $50 eighth every fucking week, and I'll save money buying the ounce. But I realized, bro, this ounce, it was like one of them things where it's like the weed was just fluffy and shit. It wasn't dense. It was cool to smoke just because I like to smoke, so it didn't get you that high, but it satisfied that fixation. It's hot as a motherfucker in my car, bro. Let me drink some of this peach tea. I don't even have a straw. That's one knock I got to give that Wendy's I pulled up on. Not the one that I'm going to be working at, the one in my neighborhood. In which I kind of glossed over that point. I will say the peach tea tastes like Jolly Ranchers, but not in a bad way. It's like a refreshing Jolly Rancher drink. I don't really like sweet shit, but I fuck with this. It's better than a soda. That's why. It's not soda, so it's not so fucking bad. Plus the ice by this point watered it down a little bit. Don't have a straw, so I'm not sipping on that shit at the bottom. Ooh, almost spilled my shit. What the fuck? Alright, so like the reason why instead of working at some local fast food chain or any type of local part-time job in my neighborhood is because I live closer to Oakland, and my whole thing would be like I'm gonna be living out of a van. And the more south you go, the homeless, they're different. They're homeless, of course, but they're not intimidating homeless. They're just like they're just on drugs or meth heads. They're like different type. It's different. Like these homeless people have jobs, whereas closer to Oakland, it's more so these motherfuckers just out here fucking around and just harassing motherfuckers at points, or just I don't know. It's just different. And I wouldn't want to be homeless in my city. Not only, it's like motherfuckers might see me from like my past and shit. It's like that's embarrassing, but all in all, I know it's not gonna be as easy as I'm making it sound or as I'm talking, but I don't fear it. I don't see myself ever falling into a state where I'm just like, or like I don't see myself ever not being proud of the moves that I make or the choices that I've made. I don't see myself ever regretting that shit. The only time I ever see myself regretting is if I keep staying put where I'm at. Because it's like, I put it this way. I just said this to myself before I even left my house. It's like, if I keep doing what I'm doing now, I pretty much know how this ends. I know what my life would be in the future. I know how I would feel, at least in the future, if I didn't try this shit out. And I'd rather live not knowing what the fuck is gonna happen the next day or tomorrow or in 30 years. I'd rather live that way. I'd rather live that way as opposed to this way, where it's almost like a sentence. It's almost like, well, if I get a girlfriend right now, then, you know, she's probably gonna get pregnant within 3 years just because we have sex, and then I'm gonna have a fucking baby that I don't really want, and I kind of don't even know this girl. I know we've been together for 3 years, but, you know, it's kind of, like, I don't see that shit, you know? I don't see that shit I don't see myself being happy living that way. I'd rather do shit on my own. And I don't mean like, I just rather do it my way. Or just, I don't know, man. Don't know what the fuck I'm even talking about. These french fries is cold, bro. Baconated probably ain't even, I bet you the fucking meat patty dry, but can't complain. Can't complain, I'm hungry. I'm getting into a couple of new shows as far as anime goes. I started watching Fire Force recently because my true love right now, and yes, I got manners, baby. I'm sorry, I'm polite, baby. I'm polite. I don't like people, you know. That's gross. Maybe that's why you guys like mukbangs. Mukbang. Yeah, I want to see that shit chew the fuck up in your mouth. I love seafood on them dad jokes type shit. Man, this is delicious. I think my sister would like that. She loved peach flavored stuff. I don't know. Okay, so I'm starting to watch Fire Force, and I'm reading this. I'm reading a couple mangas. I forget the names. One's about this guy. It's called Send My Regards, and then it's the Japanese name. Send My Regards to, and then it's like this Yakuza. I guess this Yakuza mob boss. This dude's mom ran away with some Yakuza, and he hates the guy for it. So he's been trying to train martial arts, but he's only been reading his favorite manga, thinking he's training. It would be like me reading Naruto and all of a sudden thinking I know fucking kung fu and shit, jutsus and taijutsu. So he basically did that shit, approaches the guy years later as a grown man, and then gets his ass beat trying to fucking fight the nigga. So then he starts studying real karate, real fucking martial arts, and anatomy. So he's like a professional acupuncturist now. And that's pretty dope. It has some humor. It's a little bit more adult, which I like. I fuck with shonens and shit, but more for motivational. Like Naruto, I believe that's like my religion. That's more motivational. Like, yeah, let's do this shit. Like, it keeps the kid inside of you, the child inside, alive and shit. Whereas the other shit is more gory. Motherfuckers getting their heads cut off and shit. Like Castlevania. It's an animated. I wouldn't call that anime, but like there's anime that could get as gory as something like Castlevania. And I'm reading this thing called Kuya. It's just, that shit is straight up Japanese. I ain't even gonna try to pronounce that, but it's Kuya ni something. And it's about this, so far, it's like this guy was experimented on to become a weapon, and subconsciously he could hear all these type of predator type animals like T-Rexes and fucking werewolves and wolves and saber-toothed tigers. All these things are like within him. He's like some type of beast hybrid, secret weapon, but he's trying to recall his past memories and shit because he doesn't really know what the fuck's going on. It's just he's like riding around with this scientific chick on a motorcycle. He kind of doesn't really know what the fuck's popping off, and I think some people are after him. And then I'm watching, because I have a schedule, so the animes I'm watching, of course, Boruto, Fire Force. I fuck with Fire Force. I really do. I like that more than My Hero Academia. I feel like if you were to have My Hero Academia and mix the fights, or the fight quality at least, the quality of the fights, how they look, how they sound, and put that in with My Hero, then My Hero would be way better. But My Hero, I can't really get behind this shit, man. It's like their characters, to me, I can't really like, it's cool to watch, but it's like, I don't feel nothing for you, bruh. Like I don't give a fuck if you niggas succeed or not. Like, yeah, it's cool. The one time it really got emotional for me was like around episode 71-ish. The Lemillion episodes. Like those shits, those got real. That's when shit was getting real. And I feel like this season 5, it's gonna get crazy because I tried to start reading the manga as this season 4 ended, and like right when I was reading it, I was like, ooh, no, too much shit is happening right away. I'm gonna have to wait for this shit to be animated. I don't want to spoil nothing. Let me tease myself a little bit, you know, because that's what I like. I like waiting for this shit. That's why I fuck with Boruto right now. Like waiting monthly for the manga, I love that shit. Waiting weekly for the shows, I love that shit. That's what I think American television is missing, bruh. Y'all niggas want to fucking stream everything, throw everything on Netflix and tell niggas to binge that shit. But fuck it. I love binging too. I think the most recent show I've binged, and I rarely binge, is Dead Man Wonderland. That's the only show I ever fucking binge watched, I believe. Cause The Wire, I guess I binge watched The Wire. But as far as like, cause it's a rare thing. It's a rare thing for me to do that type of shit. So I'm watching Fire Force, and I'm also watching Samurai Champloo. I try to watch Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple. I'm watching. It's gonna get better, I could tell, but right now I'm just kind of like, That's how this bitch. I'm gonna hit another bowl of this thing. We got about 20 minutes in. Hit this shit. Think about my next moves. Read the email. Check my emails. Get my shit prepared for tomorrow. I gotta buy some non-stick shoes and some dress pants. And then maybe start looking at this dude in Seattle, because if I get this van, I'm gonna have to go to Seattle for it. The main perk is it came with a shower. But here we go. Or it comes with a shower. Oh, fuck. But I'm gonna sign out right here. I'm gonna finish my food. And that's it, bro. I'm probably gonna play some basketball later on, drink some water, finish my fucking food first. I'm gonna go home, finish my food, chill for a little bit more, and then I'm gonna dip out the house again. Actually, I might just go straight to the park, have a picnic with myself. Fuck it, nigga. It's nature time, baby. I'm gonna go to the park, put this food away, go to the park, eat outside, meditate, chill. Peace, y'all. Thank you for watching and all that. Comment if y'all do the same shit I'm doing. Just fuck with me. Fuck with me. I'm gonna watch y'all videos too. If y'all smoking dope, eating, talking shit, going through some shit, I'm down to listen, cause fuck it. What else we doing? Nigga can't see our you can't do shit, can't hang out. Might as well just enjoy everyone else's uploads as well. So peace. Take care, everybody. If you got any homies, let them niggas know you fuck with them. And take care, dog. Peace.